happened?
Okay. At that time, this is back in the 80s, so we're talking about 30 odd years ago. I was a teacher at Malay College in Kuala Kangsar. And every year we had sporting activities with another school, Royal Military College in Sungai Besi. We were very well entertained by the staff of the school and by the army officers. And we had a nice dinner organised for us in the officers' mess. Mm-hmm. And then they put on a disco for us. So, I'd been away in the wilds of Kuala Kangsar for too long, and I hadn't had a chance to come and dance and enjoy myself. So,
right. Was this a disco for all the boys?
No, this was for the teachers. Okay. I think we'd packed the boys off to their quarters or whatever, and so the teachers had this nice evening of nice meal. I think the boys had a nice meal as well, but we had this disco organised in the officers' mess, and it was fun. And because I hadn't had a chance to dance for a long time, I really was enjoying the dancing and so on. Danced with everyone, and of course, sometime later, ended up feeling very hungry. And the officers who were there and the teachers who were there said, okay, right, I think we should go out and have makan. Mm-hmm. And apparently there were food stalls not far outside the main gate of Royal Military College. So, everyone's going, so I want to go eat with them as well. Yes. So this one army officer says, okay, come with me in my car. So I don't think anything of it. There's a whole gang of people going out to eat, and then he drives outside the gates, but he doesn't stop, and he keeps going. And at this time, it wasn't all built up between Sungai Besi and Kuala Lumpur as it is now. There was, a stretch of lonely highway. So he's driving along there, and I see the lights of Kuala Lumpur in the distance, and I said, hang on, this seems a long way to go. Yeah. Where are we going? And he doesn't answer me. And we drive on a bit further, and what are we doing? Where are we going? And he says, I'm taking you to Kuala Lumpur. I'm going to get a hotel room.
Oh my goodness! What went through your mind?
Terror,
at this time?
Absolute terror. My God, I can't jump out of this car because it's moving. This is not something that I've asked for. This is not something that I've wanted. Mm-hmm. Just complete panic. So, how to play this? So, I start by asking him, please take me back. Mm-hmm. And I'm pleading with him, please, I don't want this, take me back.
Yeah.
This wasn't what I wanted when we came out. I thought we were just going for makan. But he didn't listen. He was still driving off towards Kuala Lumpur. And, it's like, I'm sure if we'd reached the city, I would have had a chance to escape. But, there's a long stretch before we actually get there. And, what can happen? So then I just get really, really angry with him. And I tell him, if, at some point I will have a chance to tell people about it, and I will make a lot of trouble for him and this kind of thing. And eventually, I think that sinks in, and he actually makes a U-turn and goes back to Sungai Besi.